Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today I have brought an interesting topic of class 10th English textbook, that is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Actually, this is an autobiography of Nelson Mandela and it was published in 1994. And the lesson assigned in class 10th English textbook is an extract from that lesson. और जहाँ तक इस ऑटोबायोग्राफी के थोड़ा सा हम बैकग्राउंड में चले जाएं तो autobiography is actually auto means self, bio means about life, and graphy means writing. Nelson Mandela has written an autobiography named Long Walk to Freedom, and this is an extract which is assigned in class 10th textbook. As for the background of Long Walk to Freedom is concerned, Mandela and African National Congress spent lifetime fighting against apartheid. ये apartheid क्या होता है? Apartheid is a political system created by the white supremacy and it was made legal. And in this system, this is a discrimination is created based on race. So, for that purpose, fighting for the cause, Nelson Mandela spent 30 years in jail. And after the rule of three centuries white supremacy, finally a democratic election was held in South Africa, and in that election 252 seats were won by ANC, African National Congress, out of 400 seats, and Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. And in this extract, Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom from his autobiography, it details Nelson Mandela's journey and struggle against the apartheid system in South Africa. And it culminates in his inauguration as the country's first black president. The lesson explores theme of freedom, sacrifice, courage and human dignity. In this extract in your textbook, Mandela speaks about historic occasion, that is the inauguration. The inauguration of first ever non-racial government, and the inauguration was held on 10th of May 1994, and which was the marking point for the end of apartheid system. And in this extract, we are made aware about his fight against racial discrimination, the importance of courage. Courage, he says that courage is not the absence of fear, but the trump over it. The understanding that freedom is shared responsibility, and both the oppressor and the oppressed are robbed of their humanity. And this chapter also emphasizes the themes like unity, justice, and the power of love and over hatred. And this inauguration was being held at Sandstone Amphitheatre, the Union Building Sandstone Amphitheatre at Pretoria. And this is the Sandstone Amphitheatre at Pretoria. And as for the amphitheatre is concerned, अगर आप लोगों को ये confusion हो रहा हो कि amphitheatre क्या होता है, it is एक structure है created by steps in a round shaped. Actually, this is the architect of ancient Greece and Rome. इसी पैटर्न पे एक amphitheatre बनी हुई है at Pretoria, and that is formed by the Union Building. This is the Sandstone Amphitheatre of Pretoria. And in this inauguration, the sworn-in ceremony is being happening. And first of all, Mr. de Klerk second was sworn in as the second deputy president. Thabo Mbeki was sworn as the first deputy president. And when it was the turn of Nelson Mandela addresses to the gathering world, to the watching world, and the world gathered at the amphitheater. And there were so many leaders and dignitaries attending world leaders and dignitaries of about more than 140 countries, and they were attending this occasion. And this chapter ends with the inauguration speech when he was sworn in, and he addresses, and this is the speech of his first ever speech to after the formation of non-racial democratic government of India. And सारे चैप्टर को मैंने की 6 or 7 टेक अवेज मैंने पॉइंट्स में मैंने टेक अवे किया है. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल kindly take out your notebooks and go through the page where I am pointing. And first of all is there is the one key takeaway is the inauguration and new beginning. सबसे पहले inauguration और new beginning की बात करते हैं. And it starts when he comes at the podium, and before that he is saying that 10th May dawned, and it is the start of the lesson. और starting होता है 10th May dawned bright and clear, and you need to think over it, bright and clear. Why he is saying that 10th May dawned bright and clear? वो क्यों कह रहा है कि 10th May dawned bright and clear? या उससे पहले जो भी दिन होता था bright and clear नहीं होता था क्या? It is symbolizing the freedom that they have achieved. और उस दिन उनका एक non-racial democratic government बनने जा रहा था, and उनकी एक freedom के expressions दिखा रहा है, and this is the state of their feeling. तो इसलिए उनको लग रहा है कि 10th May dawned bright and clear. And for the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect before the inauguration. और पिछले कुछ दिनों से वो surrounded थे by the world leaders. Why? They were coming to pay respect and pay congratulations to Nelson Mandela before the inauguration. And this inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leader on South African soil. और नेल्सन मंडेला कह रहा है कि ये जो गैदरिंग हो रहा है on the occasion of inauguration, साउथ अफ्रीका की सरजमीन पे पहली बार इतने वास्ट लेवल पे इंटरनेशनल गेस्ट्स की लीडर्स की गैदरिंग हो रहा है. Why he is saying so? Because he has invited the leaders throughout around the world, despite of their races, despite of their culture, despite of their religion. So he is saying this is the first ever largest gathering of international leaders on South African soil. And the ceremony took place in the lovely Sandstone Amphitheater, और amphitheater के मेरे बारे में मैंने आप लोगों को बता दिया क्या होता है. Formed by the Union Building in Pretoria for decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy. और जो Sandstone Amphitheater था in Pretoria, that had been the seat of white supremacy. Only the white people were given opportunities to gather over there, be it the political gathering, social gathering, everything. जो भी वहाँ पे gathering होता था उस Sandstone Amphitheater पे, इससे पहले when apartheid was in force, वहाँ पे सिर्फ white supremacy ही लोग जमा होते थे, और and the black people of South African were debarred from the opportunities of gathering at Sandstone Amphitheater. And now it was the site of rainbow gathering of different color and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. और मंडेला कह रहा है कि आज कैसा मंजर दिख रहा था, ऐसा लग रहा था कि रेनबो गैदरिंग ऑफ डिफरेंट कलर, अलग अलग कलर के एक रेनबो गैदरिंग ऑफ, जो कि साउथ अफ्रीका के इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट एवर नॉन रेशियल गवर्नमेंट की इंस्टॉलेशन के लिए सब अपनी अपनी हाजिरी दे रहे थे. एंड इट वाज the spectator of rainbow gathering, because leaders from all around the world had attended the occasion. और वहाँ पे as for the report of BBC ने उस वक़्त एक आर्टिकल पब्लिश की थी, and as per the report of that, more than 1 lakh people, including men and women of South Africa, belonging from all over the races and religion and background, they were all attending. So it was looking the gathering of a rainbow. And continuing, on that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zenani. Here again आप लोगों की attention चाहता हूँ इस phrase पे, on that lovely autumn day. Why he is saying on that lovely autumn day? क्योंकि autumn is season of beauty, and it also signifies, autumn season is also signifies prosperity, beauty, and for the new beginning. So he is saying that on that lovely autumn day, I was उनके साथ अपनी बेटी ज़िनानी, और on the podium, जैसे पहले स्लाइड्स में मैंने बता दिया, नेल्सन मंडेला से पहले दो लीडर्स ने sworn in की. It was Mr. de Klerk, who was first sworn in as deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president. And when it was the turn of Nelson Mandela, he stood on the podium and he addressed it to the public, and he delivers his first ever speech to the first ever formed democratic government, Republic South Africa. He says that today all of us do by our presence confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. And he pledges by himself, and he takes pledge from the people also. He says that today by our presence we are pledging that we will born a society, such a society of which all the humanity will be proud of. Because before this, the society there was a system which was lacking all sorts of humanity. Inhuman system had already been in force, so that inhuman system was overturned by the long struggle of African National Congress people. So he is saying that from now onwards we will make such a society of which all the humanity will be proud of. हर कोई हमारे मिसाल ले ले, एक ऐसी society हम आज से बनाएंगे. And he further says, we who were outlaws not so long have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil, and they are being given an opportunity and rare opportunity of being host to the world leaders. He further says, we thank all our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice, for peace, for humanity. And he is extending his gratitude to the world leaders who had attended this inauguration. And he further says, and I am thankful to you all for attending our inauguration, and after all, this is common victory. This is not the victory of South African people only, because everyone fights for, everyone needs peace, everyone needs justice, and everyone needs human dignity. And this was the objective of the struggle of African National Congress. They were struggling for justice, for peace, and for human dignity. And further, we have at least achieved our political emancipation. We pledge, अब यहाँ पे political emancipation, आखिरकार हमें अपना political emancipations होता है, freedom from जो भी आज तक पॉलिटिकली जो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस उन पे थे, ब्लैक पीपल पे थे, आज हमें वो रिस्ट्रिक्शन सब हमसे हट गए हैं. वी हैव अचीव्ड द democratic setup. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from continuing bondage and poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. And he says that we pledge to ourselves, let us pledge to ourselves that कि हम कसम ले लेते हैं हम कि आज के बाद हम सारे अपने लोगों को आज तक की जो गरीबी में जी रहे थे और we were being deprived from all our rights, we were suffering from all discriminations, gender discrimination, racial discriminations. We will eliminate all those things from now onwards. And he stresses, saying, never, never and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. And he says that आज के बाद कभी नहीं होगा कि ऐसी जो खूबसूरत सरजमीन है यहाँ पे ऐसी एक फिर से कभी ऐसी नहीं होंगे कि एक यहाँ के सरजमीन के रहने वाले एक लोग दूसरे पे ऐसा फिर से जुल्म करे, ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा. इट विल नेवर रिपीट अगेन. लेट फ्रीडम रेन, गॉड ब्लेस अफ्रीका. और कहता है कि हाँ, लेट फ्रीडम रेन, आज के बाद आज़ादी को राज करने देते हैं. एंड ही विशेस फॉर लॉन्ग लाइफ ऑफ freedom of Africa. And after that, after few moments later, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे जो precisions होता है. A few moments later, I wish all of you to go on this page. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe and spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters and troop carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union buildings. कुछ लम्हे बाद जब हमने अपनी आंखें आसमान की तरफ देखे तो we were shocked to see the spectacular array. Spectacular array होता है and precise, एक attractive, colorful display, colorful dispersion of that was formed by the South African jets, helicopters, carriers and troop carriers in perfect formation और यूनियन बिल्डिंग के ऊपर से उड़ रहे थे. And it was not a display of pinpoint precision and military force. And this running of flying of helicopter jets, troop carriers was not only the precise display of the power of military of South Africa. ये सिर्फ ये नहीं दिखा रहे थे कि South Africa has the power of military, has a military, but it was the demonstration of military's loyalty. कि ये भी दिखा रहे हैं कि we the armed force of South Africa also confers this glory, and this glory we confers this glory. Only moment before, the highest general of South African defense force and police, their chest bedecked with ribbons. कुछ लम्हे पहले जो साउथ अफ्रीकन के हाईएस्ट जनरल्स थे, बेडेकेट होता है डेकोरेटेड, उनके चेस्ट डेकोरेटेड थे रिबन्स ये सब लगा के, एंड दे सल्यूटेड और सल्यूट कर रहे थे नेल्सन मंडेला को, क्योंकि he had become the president of South Africa. And यही देख के he moves back into his memory, उसको ये याद आ जाता है कि यही जो हाथ आज सल्यूट करने के लिए, मेरे लिए सल्यूट करने के लिए उठ रहे हैं, कुछ लम्हे पहले, कुछ दिन पहले यही हाथ मुझे अरेस्ट करने के लिए उठते थे. एंड ही वॉज शॉक्ड टू सी द चेंजेस. एंड दैट डे वॉज सिंबलाइज्ड बाय प्लेइंग आवर टू नेशनल एंथम. और उस दिन दोनों नेशनल एंथम, साउथ अफ्रीका के दो नेशनल एंथम से दोनों दे प्ले की. एंड वन वॉज निकोसिया स्केलियल अफ्रीका, it was the black singing, and Die Stem, that was the old anthem of Republic, दूसरा Die Stem. Though both the national anthems were sung, although that day neither group knew the lyric of anthem, and once despised, they would soon know the words by heart. क्योंकि जो old anthem था, जो blacks गाते थे, they were despised by the white people, they were hated and they were no more played. आज दोनों नेशनल एंथम संग किए, एंड आज नेल्सन मंडेला कह रहा है कि आज साउथ अफ्रीका के लोग इस एंथम के हर वर्ड्स दिल से इनके मीनिंग को आज वो जानेंगे. अगर द अदर की टेक अवे इज फाइट अगेंस्ट अपार्थाइड, और अपने जर्नी के बारे में थोड़ा एड्रेस करता है टू द पीपल, और इसमें ट्रांजिशन ऑफ फेजेस के बारे में बता रहा है नेल्सन मंडेला. On the day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed with the sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birthday, the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. अब ये हिस्ट्री को थोड़ा रिपीट करता है कि नेल्सन मंडेला के बर्थ से पहले एंड कुछ ही साल बाद, किसके? एंग्लो बोअर वॉर के. एंग्लो बोअर वॉर एक वॉर which was fought in between 1899 and 1902, and it was fought between British Empire and the two independent Boer states. और Boer states क्या कहते थे? They were showing resentment towards the British rule and because of their encroachment on their land and South Africa's resources. तो इसलिए वो लड़ाई लड़ रहे थे विद ब्रिटिश एम्पायर, और यही जंग ख़त्म होके कुछ ही साल हुए थे. वाइट स्किन पीपल ने कुछ रेशियल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के एक सिस्टम, जो अपार्थाइड सिस्टम उन्होंने क्रिएट किया, वही सिस्टम उन्होंने कर दिए थे. आई एम सॉरी. So, and it was he is talking about the Anglo-Boer War. तो Anglo-Boer War के बारे में मैंने बताया आप लोगों को. ये एक जंग छिड़ी थी साउथ अफ्रीका में ब्रिटिश एम्पायर और टू इंडिपेंडेंट बोअर स्टेट्स के बीच में. और टू इंडिपेंडेंट बोअर स्टेट्स का कहना था कि दे वर शोइंग रिजेंटमेंट, क्योंकि ब्रिटिश एम्पायर वर इंक्रोचिंग ऑन देयर लैंड, साउथ अफ्रीकन लैंड, फॉर देयर रिसोर्सेस. तो ये लड़ाई ख़त्म होके कुछ ही साल बाद एक अपार्थाइड सिस्टम प्रैक्टिस में लाया वाइट सुप्रीमेसी ने. और आज क्या हो रहा है? द स्ट्रक्चर दे क्रिएटेड फॉर्म इट, और जो स्ट्रक्चर उन्होंने बनाए एक लॉन्ग लास्टिंग वॉन्ड्स पूरे साउथ अफ्रीकन पीपल के दिमाग पे छोड़े. नाउ इन द लास्ट डेकेड ऑफ द 20th सेंचुरी, अब 20th सेंचुरी के लास्ट डिकेड हो रहा है, एंड माई ओन 8th डेकेड एज ए मैन. और नेल्सन मंडेला खुद की 8 डिकेड मीन्स 80 years एज ए मैन हो रहा है, और उस सिस्टम को बिल्कुल ओवरटर्न किया है बाय न्यू सेटअप, एक नए सेटअप ची, एंड दैट वाज ए डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप, फ्रीडम, एंड दैट वाज पुटिंग इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ द राइट एंड फ्रीडम ऑफ ऑल पीपल रिगार्डलेस of the color of their skin. And moving to the next, the nature of courage. Mandela is saying that discussing about the nature of courage. And nature of courage, जो key takeaway है, it starts from the para. It is from these comrades, जो इससे पहले एक कुछ अपने कॉमरेड्स के बारे में बताता है कि जैसे ओलिवर टैम्बो, वॉल्टर सिसुलस, चीफ लिथुलस, यूसुफ दादू, ब्रैम फिशर, रॉबर्ट शिबोकी. They were the leaders, they were the comrades who were fighting along with Nelson Mandela in their struggle movement, and unfortunately they lost their lives, they sacrificed their lives for the cause, and he is remembering those leaders, and he is saying that from those leaders I learned the meaning of courage. और उस करेज के बारे में यहाँ डिस्कस हो रहा है. इट इज़ फ्रॉम दीज कॉमरेड्स इन द स्ट्रगल दैट आई लर्न द मीनिंग ऑफ करेज. और इन्हीं मेरे कॉमरेड्स के साथ जी के, उन्हीं के साथ लड़ के मैंने बहादुरी का मीनिंग सीखा. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. मैंने बार बार देखा जो लीडर्स थे एक आइडिया के लिए अपना जान खतरे पे डालते थे, अपनी ज़िंदगी खतरे पे डाल रहे थे. यही चीज़ें मैंने सीखा. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking. मैंने अपने स्ट्रगल मूवमेंट में देखा कि बहुत सारे लीडर्स एक कॉज के लिए डटे रहते थे, चाहे जितने भी टॉर्चर उन पे होता था वो डटे रहते थे, एंड दे वर फाइटिंग फॉर द कॉज, एंड टिल देयर कॉज वाज fulfilled. And nextly, freedom for all. He says that freedom, he was not born with the hunger of freedom, यानी एक फ्रीडम के हंगर से वो पैदा नहीं हुआ था. इन्होंने एक सीक्वेंस में देखा कि फ्रीडम क्या होता है. बचपन में उसके लिए फ्रीडम का मीनिंग कुछ और था. थोड़े थोड़े बड़े होते हुए वो फ्रीडम उसने इल्यूजन देखा. जब वो एडल्ट हुआ तब पहले वाले फ्रीडम वाज एन इल्यूजन, क्योंकि उसने देखा कि अपार्थाइड सिस्टम में ऑल द ब्लैक पीपल वर बॉन्ड इन चेन एंड दे वर नॉट गिवन एनी राइट्स. And importance of unity, and he says that we need to unite for a cause. एक cause के लिए हम सबको एक होने की ज़रूरत है, so that we can get whatever we are fighting for. Power of love and humanity. और यहाँ पे एक बात छेड़ता है कि वो कहता है कि हाँ, लव और ह्यूमैनिटी में बहुत पावर है. नेल्सन मंडेला का कहना है कि हाँ, जो भी आर्म्ड फोर्स साउथ अफ्रीका के है, when I was put in prison, they were torturing me at the extreme level, and at that stage I can see a flicker of humanity and love in their eyes, and that was enough for me to go on and keep me going in my cause. And he discusses about the duties and sacrifice, and he says that in life every man has two obligations, two duties. One is duty towards family and towards society. And being the black people, being colored people, he was debarred from fulfilling both the duties. That is why he fought. That is why he joined it African National Congress. That is why he became an outlaw. That is why he became he was forced to spend life like a monk. A family-loving man was turned into a man like monk. And these were the duties. And he realized that both the duties, he was debarred from fulfilling both the duties. And this is all about Nelson Mandela's long walk to freedom. And lastly, he says that both the oppressed and oppressor are debarred of their humanity. Both needs to be liberated because one is bound behind the bars of hatred, and one he is devoid of human dignity. And lastly, he is saying कि वो कह रहा है कि I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. Just as surely I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor are alike, are robbed of their humanity. Thank you very much.